Welcome to Mars.
All right, welcome back to Mars Radio. I'm here with my next guest. My next guest is from Richmond, California, and he is an artist, and he goes by the name of Boopy. Boopy, welcome to Mars Radio.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, so you're from Richmond, born and raised, right?
Yes.
Anywhere else or just Richmond?
Yeah, I lived in Vallejo, lived in Antioch as well, so just well rounded in the Bay.
Okay, so you moved around a little bit. And was that with moms and dad or just moms?
Nah, my grandmother raised me.
Your grandmother raised you?
Yeah.
Okay, and where were your parents at?
You know, that's...
Just doing their thing?
You know, life was lifing.
Life
has always been lifing.
Yeah. Did they at least visit and come around every now and then?
Yeah.
Okay, so mostly grandma.
Yeah.
And then parents were around every now and then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So do you think your life was different growing up with your grandparents as opposed to regular kids around the neighborhood that grew up with their parents, or were you all pretty much growing up the same way in that area?
I think it was different because that is what drove my music, because I was angry. So I started using my music as like journaling for myself.
Okay, so you think the fact that you grew up with your grandparents as opposed to your regular parents gave you anger as a child?
Gave me a lot of anger.
Okay, so and one way to express that anger was through music.
Yes.
Okay, and how did you discover that at such a young age, that using the music to, I guess, express your feelings was something that you were interested in doing?
Well, because I didn't have a drive for education. I didn't have a drive for anything. So instead of like doing homework, I would be writing rhymes on, 8 years old, writing rhymes on my homework. And, so my grandmother would be like, oh, that's good. You have a skill, but this is homework, but I didn't have that drive. I was angry.
Right, you're like, yes, 7 times 7 is 49 and all, but these bars over here, though.
Yeah, I'm talking, I don't remember specifically what I said, but it was innocent stuff like bugs or whatever, kid stuff, but it was good. And from then, I just went on. And as I got older, I went through a phase where a lot of my music was violent. And that's when, it filled me, and then as I got older, like now, in my early 30s, I don't rap about those things no more. So I'm more like knowing that, okay, this is still my art, still for me to express myself, but now I could use my imagination in different ways, not hurting people or influencing that.
Right. So that's the second time you mentioned hurting people, bro. Let's stop. Let me find out about you later.
I'm just
like,
saying,
that fool killed 39 people? Damn, he looked like a nice guy. No, but what I'm saying is, growing up in Richmond, how old were you when you moved around, or were you always moving around growing up?
I was always moving around.
Okay, so you're growing up in Richmond in the Bay Area, and what kind of kid were you as a child, as a less than 10? You know what I mean, like a little kid. What kind of little kid?
Always in trouble in school.
Like always in trouble.
Yeah. So, like I said, I didn't have a drive for education, so it was just more just be destructive.
Did you feel like you weren't interested in school because you finished early and you were bored, or you just didn't even want to try it in the first place, or what do you think that was coming from?
I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. I didn't have the drive to understand it because, I just...
You didn't want to learn.
I didn't.
You didn't want to learn. Okay, cool. And growing up a little bit older, like teenage, 12, 14, around there, what kind of things were you seeing around the neighborhood and your environments growing up with your grandparents?
Well, see, already before a teenager, Richmond took everything from me, it took, my cousin was killed in 2005, and he was my hero basically, so.
Older cousin.
Yeah, he was 7 years older than me, so he was 18, he was gonna be 19, but yeah, so that
Why was he your hero?
Because he was, for him to have grown up the way that he grown up in the streets and not have a dad, because my uncle, his dad got killed, he treated me like as if like I was his kid. Like he knew that love, he gave me that love. He knew what he didn't have, he gave it to me, the best that he could.
He gave you hope?
Yeah, because he was in the streets too, so he died, and then a year later my uncle died and he got killed too. So I just really was just angry.
So you had death around you at a young age?
Yeah.
They say at some point you become numb to it. Is that true?
Yeah.
Or does it always hurt?
It depends, because you could think that you're okay and then something could just trigger it.
Something to remind you about them, huh?
Yeah. So that's why I had to change too, because I'm like, well, the nerve of me to say that I miss them and I love them, and then here I am, I'm being bad and I'm, condoning into this, like,
Damn near missing an opportunity that they don't got.
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually when you mess up and you're getting into trouble, that leads to either jail or death, right? Did you ever find yourself getting into any trouble or anything because you were always because you were always messing around and getting in trouble?
I did. At 17, the first time I got committed a crime, and I got arrested for that. And so,
So at 17, you went to jail?
yeah,
And how was that?
it was awful.
It's different
It was
from the streets, right?
Yeah, it was awful. I was just like this. I started seeing how selfish I was. You know, my grandmother was breaking down. She was stressed. You know, it was just bad. It was bad. But I still wasn't mature enough to understand.
You still didn't get it?
I still didn't get it. it because it wasn't.
How long were you in jail?
It wasn't enough. It was a few months.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough though. It wasn't enough.
Right.
So after that was at 17. So then fast forward to 20, I get arrested again. So I get arrested and I was incarcerated from 20 to 30.
From 20 to 30?
20 to 30.
You did 10 years?
Yeah. So that's why I wasn't like, oh yeah, I know how to do this. I'm not gonna lie. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't know what this is. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie and pretend like I do.
You
know?
get it now though.
Yeah.
You get life now.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. For sure.
Now, you only gotta slap me once and you know it hurt. Yeah. So.
Man, so how long have you been out?
December will make a year.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, make it to your full year and then make it to your 5 year, your 10 year, 20 year, you know what I mean? Just keep going, stay out. You feel me? All right, so man, we got to talk about that now. Like being down for 10 years, what was the first thing that you noticed different from being in the regular world before as to coming back about a year ago?
Technology for one.
Technology took off, huh?
It made me feel like an alien. Like when I got arrested, what was it? The Galaxy 4 just had came out.
Yeah?
Just had came out, 2013, yeah. And then now it's like what, iPhone 16 now or something? 17, something like that. Like I'm like, what? Like it's just crazy.
AI and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. And it's like these are real robots. Like what? Yeah. So
how was it being in jail, knowing that you had a day to come out versus some people in there that know they're never coming out?
Selfish.
You feel selfish? Why do you feel selfish?
Because it's just sad. Like especially like when you get to know people, you know, like sometimes people could find themselves in a messed up predicament. That doesn't mean that they're bad people. That doesn't mean that they're bad people. I've met some of the most nicest, kindest, wonderful people in there, and it's just sad. Like to just turn your back, like walk away. It's just sad. It is sad.
I mean, it's kind of like messed up to say, but they really do mean it when they say, you know, just a couple of moments can affect the rest of your life.
No, it could.
You can make a bad decision, maybe even less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, no,
and
for
then
real.
Next thing you know, you're behind them walls forever.
Yeah. So
That's
I think
crazy.
of it like glass now. It take 1 second to throw that glass down. Months later, you think you done did the best you could cleaning it up. You still stepping on glass.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. So what has your transition been after you got out of jail?
So
Prison, I'm saying.
Yeah. So I got married. A couple months after, 3 months after, and you know, been dealing with that. She's been supporting me. She's been a great.
You said dealing with that.
Not dealing with that, but I'm saying dealing with being fresh, like, you know,
right.
getting.
You've been given the opportunity to enjoy marriage.
Yes,
is what you're saying.
No, it's the
That's
most beautiful thing
You're
ever.
welcome.
Yes,
it's amazing, right?
Yes,
got it.
Yes,
right.
So,
and dealing with the world.
Dealing with the world.
There you go. Way to clean that up. The world be worlding. And marriage is amazing, right?
She knows I'm slow, but honestly, it's been amazing.
Men are all retarded, so they get it. Like, we didn't mean that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
all right. So
that's been amazing.
What has been the main focus for driving your desires to do this music since you've been out?
My wife.
Oh, she's your biggest supporter.
Yeah.
Okay.
She bought my first mic.
Nice.
She bought my first mic, and I was recording off of.
She believes in you.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was crappy, but I was like, oh, something about I heard about some cord that you could hook a mic up to a cord to the phone, and I'm just telling her like, oh, maybe one day, I'll be looking into it. Psh, boom, she went and got me the second mic, and so now I'm recording on the phone. It's still kind of crappy, but it's still like she know I'm good. She still like keep going, something gonna happen.
She believes in you.
Yeah, and then blessings it just start coming. I met one person. That one person, it was a domino effect. Domino effect could be good or bad. I met this one person, start blessing me with these, not just with as far as the music aspect, as far as beats and all that, producing, but as far as connecting me, like, oh, here to go to the real studio, you need to experience that. Like, you can't be recording on no phone, like, especially you got these fire, like, producers be like, come on, like, and it's just like boom, 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 and then the internet, it's just been flowing.
Yeah, sometimes who you know is just as important as what you know.
Absolutely.
So that's dope. Shout out to that person.
Absolutely.
And so what kind of music you working on, bro? What do you got going on? What are you about to bless the people with?
Let's see. I'm about to bless the people with an album.
You got a project coming out?
Yeah, I do.
Do we got a name for it?
It's a little EP, yes. It's called You See What's Going On.
You See What's Going On. Why that name?
Yes, because, I have a thing now for old school beats. I love them. I've been getting them back to back. So I just did I'm Coming Out, like it's that Biggie Smalls and them song, that who ha who not. It's like that. It's got that beat. I just came out with that. That's doing really well.
You talking about the More Money, More Problems?
Yeah, More Money, More Problems. Yeah. Yes, that I just did that. That's becoming successful. A lot of people on TikTok like it. It's been streaming a little bit.
Oh wait, you're a TikToker?
Yeah,
Look at you a TikToker.
Well, yeah, I gotta get it out there.
I
gotta give it out there. Yeah, and then I did that. I just recently had so that released on.
You be doing the TikTok dances and shit too?
Nah.
No, let me find out. Let me find out.
Nah.
You have your wife film it?
Nah. We be on there though. We be making videos though. But no. But honestly, yeah. So that came out. That was.
You See What's Going On.
Yeah, You See What's Going On.
See What's Going On. Coming soon, right?
Yeah, so coming soon.
You got a couple of remakes of some classics. You got a couple of originals.
Yeah.
And you're doing some videos and stuff.
Absolutely.
You doing for shows? Doing shows?
Yeah, I've only done a couple shows. I go out to this Jamaican restaurant out in Oakland. It's on Foothill.
Boy.
Yeah, it's it's amazing. It's amazing. It's a vibe. Right. Yeah, so I got out into that.
Like open mic?
Yeah, it is open mic every first Tuesday, but every day of the week there's an event, but every first Tuesday is
that's
that.
What's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
That's how I've been getting out there.
So do you prefer to perform the music or create it and record it?
Both.
What if you can only do one for the rest of your career?
That's kind of hard.
It is hard, huh?
Well,
here at Mars Radio, we don't ask the easy questions.
No, I hear you. No, if I had to though, I would perform it, because that way at least that they could see, like, they could see, like, they'll never forget, like, they'll never forget. That probably would be some people's last moments. And if I could just know that was their last moment, that would just mean everything to me. Or if that just made somebody's day, like, that person's really real.
Or the thought of seeing a crowd full of people screaming your name, which is something that's pretty dope too. Right?
Yeah, that too.
And they're vibing with you like, oh my goodness, they get it.
Yeah.
They get it.
To where you like, oh my God, your eyes is watering. Yeah. So we both it's like feeding each other. I'd rather do that.
That's what's up. What else you got? What else you got going on?
Let's see. I'm steady writing. So this album that I'm talking about is gonna be releasing very soon. But I'm steady writing, so it's gonna be a lot coming.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot.
Okay, and where can people check you out and find you?
People can check me out on Instagram. It's that's Boopy. Boopy is spelled Boopy, and on TikTok it's the same thing. That's Boopy. I'm on my music on all major platforms. So that's Boopy.
Quick question, real quick. Where did you get the name Boopy from?
Well, when I was little, my dad nicknamed me Boop Boop. And when I told my wife about it, she was just basically like, oh, Boopy Boop Boop and stuff.
Wait, so your wife bought your first mic and gave you your rap name?
My wife is everything.
I think she deserves half.
She deserves it all.
She deserves it all.
I don't even. She deserves it all. I don't even. It's for her.
That's what's up. Wait, it's Mars Radio. It's Boopy, and we out.
Welcome to Mars.